It would be funny, but I feel like we gotta name him after our father. This has got to be another Aegon, right? Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series of following Sir Dunk the Small, the Tales of Dunk and Dunk. And in that last episode, we found ourselves here in Moat Cailin, traveling north to meet with Brynden Bloodraven and our uncle Aemon up on the wall. But as we were crossing the neck, we did need ourselves a guide. And so we found this young man from House Fen, Ronald Fen, who we brought as a guide. And, well, this is literally the first event that we got with him. Rounding a little cluster of tents as I leave my pavilion, I come across a gaggle of followers having dinner around a small hearth. Curiously, both Ronald and Bennett are among them, neither of whom particularly enjoys one another's company. Before I have time to ponder such a strange quirk of seating, Bennett mutters something unaudible, only for the whisper to send Ronald into a rage. With a flash, a weapon is drawn and blood about to be spilled. This is so funny that this literally happened after a second after this character joined our camp. It was like right after. And the even funnier thing is, like, Bennett is the former priest, you know, the former Septon, and Ronald Fen here is a zealous follower of the old god. So I just think that this is obviously some sort of religious thing going on between them, and I don't know, just super fitting. Obviously, we're going to intervene here, and we put a halt to it, but we're going to need to keep an eye on this Ronald Fen guy. He does seem like he's going to guide us to the north. But yeah, we're definitely gonna need to keep an eye on him. I do potentially want to continue traveling from here. Jenny is pregnant for 4 months. I'm willing to go a little bit further. I think the plan is let's head to White Harbor. Maybe we can find a ship that will take us up to the wall. But at the very least, we'll have be able to find a more comfortable place for Jenny to rest while she's pregnant here. There's quite a bit of danger through these lands, so let's purchase a wilderness kit here just to assist with that. We can't afford it, so yeah, and we're getting a little bit low on supplies, but we should be okay. The Holy Tree. I am told that nature is venerated here in Cracked Mound as an extension of the will of the old gods. We watch as the locals adorn an old tree. Oh, I wonder if it's a werewood tree. In fine materials and jewelry as if they were courting it. Many in my entourage are satisfied to watch from a distance, but I feel compelled to do something. Oh, that's so cool, considering that our mother is a Blackwood, you know, a follower of the old gods, and obviously tied to that werewood tree, that famous werewood tree that is in Raventree Hall. That is actually cool. 10% chance we gain the trait Wise Man, or we join in the celebration. I think we should join in the celebration. Let's see. Have the tree burned? No. Oh man, I think that we will. I don't know if we would be, well, actually, you know what, I think either of this, like, fascinating. This is also us joining in. But I just want to have the chance of becoming a wise man. Didn't happen, but one can imagine that we do seem to have some interest in the old gods. So that's kind of cool. Of the people, whenever you move your camp, you gain fame equal to 15 times your diplomacy skill. That's cool. Definitely take that. And there we go. We are now in the great city of White Harbor. That is cool. Oh, I guess do I still got debug mode on? We're gonna turn that off there. We visited the Winter Mint. When the Manderleys came north, they brought their wealth with them, which helped to revitalize the north after millennia of war. That's pretty cool. I like to see it. Yeah, very interesting. All right, well, while we're here, there does seem to be some jobs. Do a passage of arms, a living gift. The precious pet of a lord needs protection on the road. I don't think we'll do that. I think we'll go into town and see if they have any jobs for us. We could visit the fine craftsman, but let's see what the town crier has. Organization is right up my alley. I would be up for some traveling. Let's grab some traveling contracts and see what they have to offer. We could visit some craftsmen, but I'm not. We don't have much money for these kinds of things. Do we have money for supplies though? We do not, unfortunately. All right, let's head back. I'm done here. What options do we have? Escort emissary. So we could try to find somebody to escort here. Where do they want to go? Guess we'll ask. Ream right. On all. Okay. I guess we could do this contract. I don't think we will. I don't think that we're gonna go along with it, but I think we'll do the contract just to get some money here. Visit the Northern Bastion of Faith. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool things here. All right, that was an easy enough job. Just helping escort some good men to across the lands, which are probably a little bit dangerous. I don't know how this war is going. Oh no, looks like. Oh, the war is over. Yeah, the Ironborn did not succeed in their invasion of the North. Not too surprised there. The Starks are pretty strong, and the Ironborn, yeah, I guess they should have stuck to raiding. Well, they're actually getting raided themselves, and just somehow by people from the North. In any case, what do we got here? Hired muscle. What do they want us to do, though? Passage of arms. The bridge of Whitford remains unprotected. Keep the bandits away. Yeah, let's do this to get back here as well. Don't need that wilderness kit. Let's go and do that. We visited the Merman's prison. Man, tons of unique places there. All right, I think we'll do this quickly because I want to get moving, but I just want to make sure that we have enough supplies to get north. So we're going to need to pay for supplies, which means that we will need money. Let sleeping dogs lie. A shrill shriek snatches me from my slumber, back into the blackness of night. I follow the source of the noise only to find my captain Bennett cowering. If Bennett is just involved in everything. Duncan, do not go inside. There's a wolf in my bed. I peel open the tent to find a wolf. Its belly rich with child. It snarls and growls at me, doubtless fearful of what I may do to its unborn babies. I shall slay the beast. The pups would make excellent. Oh, all the children in the camp grows closer to forming a friendship with Willow Targaryen. Gets a pet dog. Is this essentially like? Is this essentially like what happens at the beginning of Game of Thrones? That's really cool. Sure. Does this mean that our daughter has like a yeah, she's got a wolf pup? That's really I mean dangerous, but cool, I guess. Do the other kids? I mean, now the wolf child's got what, 2 wolves? He's already got one here. Do we have any other children in the camp? I guess maybe Amos still counts as a kid. Did he get one? No, he didn't get one. Just Willow, though. That's kind of cool. I'll be interested to see if any of the kids develop friendships and stuff with each other. But yeah, they're quite different ages right now. That was such an interesting event there. Very cool. They certainly do a good job adding in like lots of, you know, flavor events and things like that in this mod. So yeah, it's really cool to see. All right, we're almost completed with this. That should give us plenty of money to buy supplies. and possibly even more. Seize the moment. There we go. Successfully fend off the bandits, which is perfect. Let's go back down here. The pilgrims to White Harbor. As we sit by the campfire after a long day, a group of travelers approaches us in the dark. They look like a gaggle of lost pilgrims led by a haggard-looking man. Ooh, okay. Can't click on him, interestingly enough. Please, sir, can we be allowed to rest by your campfire? We have been through a long journey. Come enjoy our campfire and tell us of your travels. Oh, I will relieve you of your troubles. No, there's no room for you. No, obviously we will accept. Danger, flawed fare. Conway is in charge of our food supplies and sheepishly revealed our provisions are now all but useless. Conway? Come on, you gotta do better than that. Patches of mold cover the bread and produce. That's not good. Nature will provide for us. Locals around here must have something. No, it's just a bit of mold. Ooh, that's a 1% chance that we die. I think we'll be okay. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I worry, you know, those 1% chance, like they do happen 1% of the time. So, you know. Could we get an alliance? Nah. Regardless, contracts available, we can request. So, I mean, we probably should grab those supplies there and grab the supplies here as well. Just kind of load up on as many supplies as possible. All right, the question is, can we take a ship? Maybe the ship won't take us all the way to the wall, but if we could get a ship that could maybe take us to Carhold, that could be nice. So let's see if we can make that happen. So let's go to Carhold here, but let's customize the route so that we are going over water. Oh, there's a lot of sea-based danger there. Hire experienced captains. Oh, that takes away most of the danger. Nice. All right. Yeah, I think we're gonna take a ship to Carhold, and then we'll make our way from Carhold up to there. I think that's a logical route to do, and we should have just enough supplies to get us there. And apparently our captain is Janella here. What's in a name? Oh, I guess. Oh, and this is like just at the moment. Okay, so let's imagine we started traveling like just after Jenny. I kind of forgot that she was pregnant, actually. Amy's Targaryen. My love, let us name him Duncan after you. Duncan. Duncan, and Duncan. Oh gosh, but she suggested it. Oh man, surely there's another name, right? Like, I feel like we would maybe name him after one of our brothers. Jaehaerys, Daeron, name after our father, Aegon. I don't think we can name him Duncan. That's too many Duncans in the camp. I mean, it would be funny. It would be funny, but I feel like we gotta name him after our father. This has got to be another Aegon, right? Although, you know, I guess, hey, you know what? The Duncan Egg. There we go. This is the new Duncan Egg. I know we named our kid Willow to, like, you know, so people wouldn't be able to guess by the name, and Aegon is a very notable name, but I think it's fine anyways. Why does this guy, what happened? Why did this guy get all of those court artifacts? How did he get these skulls? What the heck happened? King Aemon the Silver Flame? Okay, well, that's kind of a sick nickname. Who just had a son, Vaegon Blackfire. Melees is still kicking around over here. Did he succeed? Okay, he won, and he did bring Rosby under tribute, I guess. Well, one of them must have had those artifacts. Maybe they got sold. Do you have a... Oh, he's got a bunch of money now. Maybe he sold the dragon skulls. Wow, you Blackfire bastards. Selling our heritage? Come on. Interesting enough, though. Very cool. Alright. And we visited the Grey Motte. Oh, there seems to be some war going on somewhere around here. Eastmelt versus... or Peasant Rebellion? Okay. Cool enough. What do we got here? Protect the Innocent. We do like those Protect the Innocents. So I think that we can go and do that. Let's travel to accept. We don't need any captains or anything. So let's go and take care of that. There's no time to waste. Just kind of build, you know, we always want to be building up money, kind of continuing to build up our camp, because we're going to need it at one point. We're going to need money. We're going to need troops, because there will be a time when we decide that we're going to actually go and maybe take back our lands or something. But regardless, yeah, building up our camp just in general, probably a smart idea. And we will be able to do that a little bit more once we get this extra little bit of money here. If we are successful, which we are, thank goodness. Yeah, there we go. So we got enough here to upgrade that. Was good. And then, can we find ourselves some provisions? 246, man. Gotta wait a long time to get provisions from there. Okay, what about here? Escort emissary. Lord Cregan wants... I mean, understandable that he wants to send an emissary and needs an escort when there's rebels in the land. The emissary is Argyle Catcher. Oh, that is far. No, we can't go all the way back to White Harbor. Sorry, not interested in that. What about this one? Where do you want to send somebody to? Lord Steven? In Wool. It's not in the direction we want to go either, unfortunately. Close quarters. Between the chaos of moving regularly. Oh. Janelle and Sir Duncan. Then oh, they become lovers? Sir Duncan, you old dog. Well, by all means, have at her. He was a Knight of the Kingsguard. Technically, he's not supposed to be doing this. But, you know, he's not... The Kingsguard isn't really a thing anymore, so... I mean, do we want to allow them to be married? Be kind of nice, but no, maybe they're just hooking up, you know? That's totally fine, nothing wrong with that. Right, let's... Okay, so how does the road go here? The road goes all the way down. Oh man, yeah, you gotta go this... I mean, if you want to take the road up, we'd have to go a different way, but I'm sure that there are pathways. There's plenty of pathways to travel here. Like, if we can get to Last Hearth here, yeah, then we can go and meet up with the road, so... I'm sure there's some other ways to get around here. So let's go to Last Hearth, the land of the Umbers. Ooh, we don't quite have the supplies for that. Alright, let's go over here first then. The Sleetwood. That'll cost about half our supplies. Again, another wandering lifestyle perk. Local hero. Well, we are starting to make a name for ourselves as a local hero, so I'm alright with that perk. Let's see. Lord Duncan. Who's that? Duncan Mac. Could ask him for provisions? Okay. I guess, oh, this was the guy we helped just earlier. Well, those provisions are gonna get us potentially over to here, Which, yeah, it should be enough. So that'll get us to just to the lands there. All right. Jenny's a little worried about the rations, but we got to do what we can here. Oh yeah, we're in a tough spot. Artifact delivery. Where do they want us to go to? Lady Mycel of it's just can't keep we need to be making progress forward, not backwards. Can we make it to Last Hearth here? It's possible. Let's see. Let's see if we can make it to Last Hearth. 300? That's like we got just enough supplies. We're getting real low though. Danger sticks in the wheel. I think we'll ride rough because we're pretty low on food and we do have a family to take care of. So let's see if there are any jobs we can do in Last Hearth that might give us an opportunity. Martial duties, I guess we could. We don't really have much artifacts to sell. Oh, what is? Oh, this is a 2-star contract. Oh, but it's collecting taxes. Oh, look at that. It's a ton of money. I don't think we would do that though, right? Hired muscle. I don't think we would do that kind of stuff either. We're not mercenaries, but we are kind of desperate. Oh man, can we get provisions any other way here? Desperate measure, butcher animals. Jeez. Yeah, we're in a rough situation here. Oh man, I don't think we're so close. We're so close to Brendan here. We really, yeah, we can't afford it surely, right? Let's go to supplies. Yeah, we absolutely do not have. Wouldn't happen to have some supplies to spare. Oh, yeah. Can you yeah, come on, please. Hey, we charm him. Nice. There we go. So we don't have to lower ourselves to mercenary work here. We were able to convince this man, Gerhard Gory, to give us some rations that will hopefully help make it. Can we get to Castle Black with that much? 700? That is so close. That is like right on the edge, but we can just make it. But if we can get to Castle Black, surely the Bloodraven will be able to help us from there. And so I think that we have to do this. Let's make our way up to Castle Black here. Oh, the struggle beyond the wall. The disparate clans of free folk beyond the wall are in turmoil, a conflict born of its storied past. The Night's Watch threatens these lands with its rangings, while others flee south in hopes of warmth and peace. But those who live and die on its soil will ultimately determine its fate. The wildlings north of the wall have languished in conflict among themselves for thousands of years. They call themselves the free folk, but they are nothing more than savages. You are one of the interloper participants in the struggle beyond the wall. Currently in the opportunity phase. Interesting. Well, let's make our way in and see how things play out in this struggle beyond the wall. Yeah, looks like it's going to the hostility phase too. So that is interesting enough. But here we go, and we have made it to the wall, to Castle Black. Here you can see one of the greatest projects erected by man. The wall stands 700 feet tall and spans 300 miles across Westeros. Raised by Bran the Builder and manned by the sworn brotherhood of the Night's Watch, it stands as a bastion against any threats from beyond the north. That is cool. And Lord Commander Brynden Bloodraven will be the one to greet us. Well, perhaps not the one to greet us as we arrive, but we shall certainly be brought to him, and that would be an interesting conversation. And I would like to put this challenge to you folks in the comments. If anybody would like to write out how they imagine, maybe just, you know, a little bit of fan fiction, so to speak, either in the comments below or in the Discord, how they imagine this this kind of scene to go, where, you know, the dragonflies arrive to Castle Black, and then they're brought, you know, Duncan is brought to Brynden Bloodraven, and, you know, Aemon is there and stuff. That's a really cool scene to imagine. And yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys come up with if you want to take a crack at writing something out for that. But I think that is a perfect spot to end this episode as well. And so that is where we will leave things off. Wanderers, thank you so much for watching. As always, until the next one, I'll see you then.